everyone, and welcome to Cap at Home with Miss Rachel. I'm Miss Rachel, and we are going to make a one-page zine today, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So right here I have an example of what the zine will look like when you're done. And all of this is made out of one sheet of paper, and I'll show you what we need. I have some scrap paper that I'll go over a little bit later on, but I just have a stack of paper. It's recycled paper, stuff's on the back, and that's totally fine. You really only need one side of the paper to do this. So if you have some junk mail or something like that, that will work for this project. I also have a couple of pencils, and my pencils never have erasers, so I have erasers to go with my pencils. But if your pencils have erasers, you don't need an extra one. Pencil sharpener, just in case. Scissors. Also, I have some crayons here, and I have some markers, which were a birthday gift, so I'm excited about using those. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into this. If you should have all of your materials. This project does not create a lot of mess. The biggest cleanup you'll have to do is returning your supplies to their home and your home. But just in case, for some reason, like if you decide to make a collage in the book pages or something, make sure you have somewhere to put your trash so that your area can be clean when you are done. You have what you need to clean up. So I'm going to put this other paper to the side and clear off my area so you can see, you know, my folds and things like that. So let's get started. We have our sheet of paper, and the first thing we're going to do is fold it hot dog style. So that means this way. We're creating a horizontal fold here, and I'm going to line these edges up and take my finger to crease it, or if you want, you can take the back of your scissors to really get that crease in there. I'm going to open this up, lay it flat, and fold it back the other way. I'm doing the same crease, but I'm just folding it backwards and forward. So don't sling your paper around like I'm doing, using my scissors. There we go. Then I'm going to fold this paper flat, or unfold it so that it's flat again. Now I'm going to fold it the hamburger way, this way. So I've got that going on there. Lining up my edges, and then I'm going to just take my finger, then take my scissors and go over my crease so that I have super flexible fold. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the last fold and fold it back that way so that we have really flexible fold. That's going to make our project a little easier to manage later on. So now I'm going to take the edges of my paper and fold them in toward the middle and line them up with my middle crease. So when you're doing this, you'll be able to see your crease a little bit better, but I'm just lining it up right here. So I'm going to take this here, line that up, that, fold it down. I'm going to take the other edge and do the same thing. So now the two edges of my paper are in the middle, like this. So you can see that. And I'm going to do what I did the last time I made my folds. Take my scissors to really crease that down. Take my scissors, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Flip it over, fold it back. And I'm just doing these folds back and forth so that my paper is really flexible when it comes time to making the book. So if you want to skip the fold back step, you can. But I think you'll get to this next step and realize what I'm talking about. So now, I'm going to open it up flat and not just breeze over steps. Okay. I'm going to open my paper up flat, and when you look at your paper, you will have 8 sections here. And they're divided up by the folds that you just made. So now I'm going to fold it in half, hamburger style. And my open edge is over here. And my folded edge is right here. Now I'm going to use my scissors and cut on my folded edge. I'm going to cut along this crease to this one. I'm only going to cut this part of the paper, so about half, or exactly half, if you fold it neatly. And I'm starting at my folded edge. Be careful. And this doesn't need to be perfect, but you do want to take your time, because it will work if it's not perfect, but you want a nice book. Okay? So now I've cut that, just that much, not a lot. And now I'm going to unfold this, and here's the part that's a little difficult to explain in words. So if you looked at the caption and you saw the instructions and you're like, what is she talking about at this step? This is what I'm talking about. We're going to just pick up these little, these center creases and pull them away from each other so that our book starts to become like an X, like that. And then we're going to fold it on itself to create the magazine or the zine. Okay, so I'm going to do that again because I know it's hard to explain with words, but I'm going to, hopefully this video helps. So I'm just taking my fingers and grabbing the center folds on either side of my cut, and I'm folding them together and then pulling them apart. The cut that I made is allowing me to pull them apart, and then I can just fold it on itself. So take some time, get that done. And now you have a little zine. And I'm going to show you, refer back to my example here. Your zine will have 8 pages, and I'm going to lay this out flat so that you can see how those pages come together. I've labeled this one so that you can see where your front cover is and where your back cover is. So 1 is the front cover, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are pages on the inside, and 8 is the back cover. So when we did this step here where we pinched it and made our little X and then folded it on itself, you created your front cover here and your back cover there. That helps when you are planning out the content for your zine. So I have started a little zine myself, and you can do all kinds of things with these. I did one with the class where I had them draw out the things that they do in the morning in 7 steps. So the front was their name and what I do in the morning. And then the inside was like, I wake up, I yawn, I brush my teeth, wash my face, all of that. But this one I started is actually going to be what I'm really excited about, and that's getting my garden together. So I've kind of started this already, but one thing that I did want to note that helped me, I have some scrap paper. So planning out what you want to put in your zine really helps, because you have 7 pages, or really 6 pages and 2 covers. So it helps to choose a topic. So mine is my garden. And then I'm going to make 6 little spaces for me to add in what are going to go on my pages. So I'm just going to talk about what I'm going to plant in my garden, and then I'm going to draw it and color it really nicely. So I have tomato. So that would be one thing I can add in there. I'm doing mint, or planting mint, carrots, gourds, and I keep trying to think. I have so many plants, but I can't think of what else I'm planting. So something else. I think I have chamomile and peppers. So it helps to write out a list of what you want to put in here so that you create a plan and you know what you're going to do before you get started drawing. And then think about what you want to call it. So you might add a little area to your note paper that says your title and come up with the title. And then you might want to think about what you want to put on your back cover. That could be where you write your name. You could say, this was a story by whatever your name is, that kind of thing. And this is where the pencils and the pens and markers and all of that come into play. So I'm not going to keep you here while I draw this, because I will be here for hours just working on this. But I think that you should use your crayons, your markers, your pencils, whatever you have. First, come up with your little list of things that you want to add into your booklet. And then think about the pages and how they fit together. If it helps, you can even write your page numbers on your paper with the pencil. So let me turn this around so it makes sense, because this is going to be my number 1 page. So I just write a 1 in the corner, and this is 2, so I can write a little 2 there, a 3, and then turn this around so it makes sense again. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I know that's going to be 8. So make sure that you have all the paper you need, because it's really simple and you just need 1 piece of paper, but it may take some practice. And then grab your materials and get started. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little something from this. Make sure you come back to Cap at Home at 2 o'clock so that you can do what Miss Van is making bracelets today. She's making bangles. So come back at 2 o'clock for Bangles with Miss Van. And I hope you can start working on this in between that time. So we're looking forward to your pictures in the comments. And we're looking forward to seeing you at 2. Bye.